Republique is the new game pitched by Payton of Metal Gear Solid 4 and Halo 4 fame. Its goal is to bring AAA to the mobile masses, but is the ticket worth the price of admission? Is this boat destined to sink? Well, yes, I think so. Republique is doomed for a number of reasons, which all stem from Payton's history and lack of foresight. I would have covered some other interesting Kickstarters, but there are just so many reasons why Republique is doomed. It deserves a video to itself. I think this will serve as a lesson to many people out there who are planning to rush the Kickstarter bubble before it bursts. Or perhaps Republique will burst the bubble. So, I think it's important to document what exactly is going wrong here for the sake of that. Slight disclaimer before I continue, I don't hate Ryan Payton. He seems pretty cool from all the interviews I've read and also the Metal Gear Solid 4 documentaries that came with the limited edition. I wish him luck with his new studio. With that being said though, let's move on to the topic at hand. There are many problems with Republique's pitch and concept. Normally I rather dislike large videos with numbered sections in them, aside from the Plinkett reviews of course. I mean, how could you not like the Plinkett reviews? But it's the best way to tackle this subject. Reason number 1. The price of the final game may be less than the lowest tier donation. Personally, I lost all interest in donating when I realized this. There's the point of Kickstarter, which is to fund projects that wouldn't get funding otherwise, but Ryan Payton himself said that he isn't sure yet what the price will be. That's pretty reckless in my opinion. His interview with Gamma Sutra, I'm not sure how you're supposed to say that. Payton said in reference to the final price, I mean, we're still a year off from the game, so it gives us some time to really think about it and look at the market. Yeah, Payton, isn't that what you should have done before you announced a platform, thought about it, and looked at the market? Speaking of which, reason number 2. The iOS market is totally wrong for this game. Not only is the iOS market not suitable for a game priced like Republique will have to be to pay off the investors and over half the budget, but the game is clearly story-driven and oriented towards making the player connect with the female protagonist. Mobile devices can be easily used to game everywhere at any time, which is what makes them an interesting gaming proposition when contrasted to normal portables like the PSP and 3DS. With that in mind, I question how one will have the peace of mind, attention span, or even the listening atmosphere necessary to appreciate the voice acting and the motion capture performance. Also, sweet Jesus, do I not want a cutscene fest like Metal Gear Solid on the go. Heck, Dissidia talks way too much for my taste.
Of course, that's all just still a dream.
I have to know if that dream is really strong enough.
I have room to grow.
Let's go.
This is it! It's the Wild Rose.
That was a joke.
Reason number 3. Story seems to be the focus, but in the trailer, the setting and characters seem rather mundane and underdeveloped. Meanwhile, the tech that serves to deliver the story is drastically overdeveloped. Republique is going to use a motion capture studio, Hollywood-grade audio editing, and voice acting, which is why the budget is sky high. Because he's used to working on astronomically huge budget games, this is exactly what he's trained to do here. He's going to hemorrhage money on parts of the game that don't affect enjoyment. An appreciable irony in the character-driven, plot-driven nature of this game is that Ryan Payton made it a point to make the main character a non-sexualized female protagonist who is in a completely submissive relationship with the player and depends on you to help her escape. Even her voice actress screams, submissive damsel in distress.
They're coming. Please, be my eyes.
Congrats, Payton. You went out of your way to make the female protagonist not sexualized, but left in a slew of negative female image enforcement tropes. At least with the sexualized aspect, we would have something to appreciate about the crapload of polygons on screen. Oh, and good luck backpedaling on that submissive female thing. It's kind of the game. I mean, seriously, we're like spitting distance from a dating sim here. Reason number 4. The final and most important reason. Here is the absolute most important reason the Kickstarter funding for Republique will most likely fail. The perks all suck. Not only is there a ridiculous distribution of perks, but they're all kinds of lame. Splitting up your name, face, and voice being in the game as 3 different tiers of ridiculously increasing cost for donation? The lowest tier perk costing $10 and only including the game, which could be $1 or $5 or free when it comes out? Seriously, guys, you should have noted the importance of tiers from the other far more successful Kickstarter campaigns out there. Also, this one really bugs me. $10,000 to go out there, play the game, and then give feedback, effectively paying to beta the game, is completely lame. How about this? Here's an idea. The top tier reward should be Ryan Payton sweet talks David Hayter to dress up with him and reenact the entire Metal Gear saga on stage in 40 minutes. Not only would people who paid $10,000 for the top tier reward get to watch it live, but they could also bring 2 friends, and they get Blu-ray copies of the performance with commentary from David Hayter talking about how much he hated doing it. It sounds ridiculous, but keep in mind, 5 people paying $10,000 each are paying for 5% of the game's full budget by themselves. They deserve more than to beta test the game. That's why no one's paid that much. No one wants to pay an extra $2,500 to beta test. Anyway, there you go. There are the 4 reasons why I think Republic's going to fail. Fail to fulfill the $500,000 Kickstarter fund, fail to get the investors' money, fail to succeed in the market, and fail to be a compelling experience if it somehow avoids all those other problems. I sincerely hope nobody at Camoflaj is resentful about this video. It's not meant to do harm, only to point out your shortcomings in a public forum while making fun of what you've spent your life savings on and openly opining about your doom. You know, I'm really starting to understand why people hate me.